Lots of sunshine, highs mid to upper 70s. Much more on our current conditions and the rain out there right now coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Cody. Well, a bottle of spray paint and a colorful imagination can get you to a lot of places, and that's especially true for my next guest, who's here to talk about his unique work of art that's showing at a Sioux Falls gallery. Joining me now is artist Micah. Thanks for being here with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so I'm looking at your blazer here. So you're a walking canvas, so a true artist.
Yep. Actually, the history of my coat is that, you know, when you look at a lot of old masters, especially from like the 40s and the 50s, they're always painting coats, and they're always dressed up. So kind of as an homage to the people that made it before us, me and my studio mate decided to start wearing our blazers while we paint.
I like it. I think you're starting a new trend here, especially when it comes to fashion, from art to fashion.
That's right. I actually wear this out to the club. And I get stopped by women, so it always helps.
Great. So it works out for you. All right. So we're talking about your exhibit that's going to be opening up at the Horse Barn exhibit, right?
It opened April 1st. It'll be open until the end of May. And you can go check it out. The hours are from 9 to 5 all through the week. I have other shows coming up. A lot of things are going to be happening. So check my website, www.micahluke.com. It's www.micahluke.com. So keep checking back up for updates, things that are going to come up. I'll be doing a live painting for the YMCA Golf Classic for their after-school program. A lot of good stuff will be happening later this summer.
And I was telling you earlier, I checked out your website online and I found some really interesting works of art there, and you specialize in spray painting.
Yeah. I've always loved spray painting and graffiti. Most of my work isn't real graffiti-like, but it definitely has that comic book aspect to it and sort of that pop art. Like that piece is 100% spray paint, no stencils, no masking. I mean, it's all just can control and a lot of practice.
It's really interesting, too, how art just kind of imitates life and vice versa or whatnot, because a lot of that looks so true to life, like something you would see in a comic book, but something you'd also see in a TV commercial or whatnot.
Sure. And I draw a lot comes from life. I think in order to be a good artist, you have to have something to say. In order to have something to say, you have to go out and get riled up by something or have some life experiences so that you actually know what you're talking about.
How'd you get started in this? Is this something that you always kind of were doing growing up as a kid?
Actually, not so much. I've always wanted to express myself, and I went through a bunch of different phases where I was a writer, I was making movies, and then that blue portrait that was up on the screen, I actually dated her, and she was in one of my college art programs, and she was an art major, so she really got me going on it. And ever since then, I've just loved it.
And this art, especially, I think it could go for a wide, broad range of categories of people with different likes as well. Especially, a lot of these I can see in people's homes.
Oh, for sure, yeah. One of the things I really like about my art, if I can be allowed to say that.
Sure, go ahead.
Is it is a new medium. It's something that, I don't want to say cutting edge, because cutting edge isn't real kind of a cutting edge phrase, but it's definitely something that you don't see a lot of around here. However, the themes that I deal with and the content of my work, to me, is timeless. It's about love, it's about sensuality, it's about drama in everyday life, and that's something that I think speaks to everybody.
All right, Micah Luke, you can check out his exhibit at the Horse Barn Gallery. It's by the Falls Park, and it's going on until the 31st. There's a number to call, and definitely check out his website at micahluke.com. Thanks so much for being here with us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, well, coming up next, how to put an old